Hi, this is Al with Myers Cardiac and Sound, and what I'm going to demonstrate is how to use moving head fixtures with the follow spot rack in the Elation Compu Live program. The first thing that we're going to do is select the moving heads we're going to use. I'm going to use the American DJ X move, so I select that page. I create a new switch. We'll call this follow spot. Give it an OK and edit. You will see that the edit screen opens up. You'll have all your X moves. I have two in there that I'm going to use for the sake of keeping this video short. The first thing that you need to do is click on your on-off button. If you left click the shutter and the dimmer, it will bring both fixtures up. As you're viewing the fixtures, you will see that they come up. The next thing we need to do is turn the power on the rack. We will go to our master, which is going to be X1. I will highlight the X and the Y since I have just the pan and tilt and not the fine pan and tilt. And I'll select that by left clicking, and that indicates that the X1 has become the master. For the slaves, I will go to the F and S, and that'll be the pan and tilt for X2, so I'll just go there and left click on it. Now we have set the X moves up as 1 is the master, 2 is the slave. The next thing that we need to do is the area that we want to use. You highlight the area. The bigger that you make the area, the more precise the movement of the fixture will go across your field. Basically, when you install the pages or patch them into the program, the fixtures have a certain degree of pan and a certain degree of tilt. So this is telling the fixture how much of that area you're going to use. For right now, I'm just going to use the smaller part of the area. I'm just going to use four places, and this will just basically be using the bottom left-hand corner of the area as you're looking at your stage. As you try this, you'll see for yourself what it will do. We turn the area button off, turn the record button on. I always move it to the first position. And as you're looking at your lights, you will see that the first one is in a particular place. All you will do is move the second one to that same place so it lines up with that light. One of the most important things to remember when using this, the fixtures cannot be on a reverse pan and tilt. They have to have the same pan and tilt, which means they will identically follow each other. And as you set the patterns, the movements where the lights are, the position of the fixtures have to move exactly the same way. So if your master fixture moves from center all the way over to the left, you've got to start the secondary fixtures or all the slave fixtures in the center and then move them to the left. So it has to exactly duplicate the movement of the master fixture. I found out if you don't do that, you will end up with problems. After you set that, you just go up here, click to the second position, move your all of your slaves into that position. Go to your third position. Again, move all of your slave fixtures to the same position using the same vectorial movements that the master used to find its position. Select your last position, and again move all of your slave fixtures to the position of the master fixture using the same vectorial movements that the master fixture used to get there. Once you do that, you can turn the record button off. I usually run the area just to make sure that all the slaves are following the master. After you do that, just turn the area button off, hit the button, tell it to close and save. After you do that, you should see that all the fixtures are lighting the same spot. Now, the thing that makes this work, with the follow spot button still depressed or having the outline around it, tell it you want to create a new scene, and we're creating this new scene on the Xmove page. So I will click the scene button. I'll just, for short sake, I'll name it FSP, and it says include the current scene and activated switches, and you say yes, give it an OK and edit. Now when that page comes up, what we want to do is use the live control. This is what will allow us to move the light by just using the mouse or the trackpad or the joystick. First, you turn the power on. This means when you've got the switch selected, it will just automatically start moving. I find that inconvenient. So for me, I want it to only work when I left click, which means the scene button will be pressed, and then I will have to left click the mouse and hold it to actually get the fixture to move. So once I do that, what I want to do is I want to go to the mouse. I want to select the X and Y on the mouse, not the mouse plus. That actually does something else. And then just click on the first fixture, and you'll see it doubles it, or it splits the switches here. And what that's actually allowing is the master ability that we programmed on the first switch, and allowing the movement with mouse on the thing. So it's actually sending two things of information. Once we do that, we will tell the button to save or close and save. And then you'll notice the lights move into a weird configuration, and just init it or initialize it. Now to actually make that work, what we will do is we'll turn the follow spot switch on. You should see all the lights home in on the master's position. Then you click and hold the FSP, and then what you will notice is you have control of the lights. I haven't messed with this to fine-tune everything. My purpose was just to figure out how it operates. And that is basically how you create the follow spot scenes to use the rack.